I want you to picture two people at the very end of their lives. One lived fully. Let me tell you how he did so. He took risk. He failed. He tried again. He failed better. And he grew. The other one stayed safe. Same job, same version of themselves, same friends, same circle for over 30 to 40 years. In fact, they gave birth to their children in the same place they were born. Which one are you becoming? Because the answer is in what you did today. Yes, the things you do every day accumulate to the person you will become in the future. It is not the massive milestones, it is actually your daily habits, the daily identity building. And if you're the type of person that doesn't like to take risk, you like comfort, this video is for you. You know, comfort feels like peace, but it is often stagnation with good PR. So you just think, oh, I don't want to lose anything. You just stay in a place where you are stagnant, but you think at least I didn't break anything, I didn't spoil anything. I'm just here. You're just here. What is not growing is dying, whether you like it or not. There's no in between. It's either growing or it is dying. Yeah. So we dress up staying small with beautiful words like, I'm just content. This is contentment. I'm grateful. I don't want to do too much. I know my limits. I'm just being realistic. And if you are being honest, knowing when enough is a gift, and genuine contentment is powerful. But there's a version of comfort that is just fear wearing a costume. So the question is, you ask yourself, am I at peace or am I afraid? Because I used to be that person. There were so many things I knew that I wanted to do, but I didn't want to do it because I thought it wasn't what I was meant to do. You see this YouTube, I struggled for a long time before I finally decided that, okay, what's the worst that could happen? People will not watch it. Okay. What's the worst that could happen? I just realized that I was just in my head. I was just in my head, preserving myself from the harm that I have not even encountered. So you see that we know that you need to be content, but sometimes it's not content, it's just fear wearing a costume. And the comfort zone does not keep you safe, it keeps you stuck. On my birthday last year, my friend made me do something that I would not do. Okay, I had a conversation with somebody. It didn't end well, so I blocked this person because this person was annoying me. I know what this person said. Reach out to this person. I was like, you say? He said, reach out to this person, Anita, because there is a tab that is in your head that is not closed because you decided to just become comfortable with not addressing something that you should address. You just said, I'm just going to block it out. It's not as if maybe the person was annoying you to the point where you could not address it. You just didn't want to address it. That is one thing comfort zone does. It makes you feel as if, oh, they are stressing me. Let me just let it go. And that's why you take that attitude into your relationship. You do not stay long enough to see that this thing move forward. When the business gets boring, you're like, okay, we're going to pack it up. We are going to pack it up. And every skill you don't build dies. Every conversation you avoid is a door that stays open. Every risk you don't take is a version of yourself that never gets to exist. Think about it. The muscle of growth weakens every single day you choose familiar over going forward. When I first started lifting at the gym, hey, me, that I would do leg press of 210 kg or do leg press. When the first time they put 60 kg on me, I say, hey, I'm going to die. This man wants to kill me, but look at me right now. I'm going to put a video up here. I think I was saying, I don't know what I was saying, but you see it. That is what happens when you tell yourself, okay, we are scared. What do we do? We'll face our fear. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen. Growth happens only at the edge of discomfort. Growth does not happen when you're inside your bed. Growth doesn't happen when you do not expose yourself to the things that you are scared of. So your comfort zone it's not doing you any good. It's actually killing the potentials that are domiciled in you that you will never ever know that you have because you've chosen comfort. Now think about every significant thing you've ever achieved. Was it comfortable? Answer the question. When you got into school, was it comfortable? When you started learning that skill, was it comfortable? What did you say? Was it comfortable? It was uncertain. It was scary. And now, how is it? How is it when you started working out? Was it comfortable? But how is it now? So you see that discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that you are breaking a limit. Because it is new, that's why it was uncertain, uncomfortable, because you were not used to it. It doesn't mean that it is wrong. It just means you're not used to it. And that is the thing about mindset. You need to put yourself in places where you're not used to, because that is the only way you can grow. You cannot grow when you are constantly reading materials that you have passed. Imagine if somebody was in 300 level and you are reading something that you read in primary 5, you don't need it anymore. And as I know, that thing in 300 level might be difficult, but you need it to pass to the other level. I don't know if you see how that works. That is the same thing with comfort zone. Nothing grows in comfort zone. It's the killer of destiny. And I know you've heard this a million and one time, but it's the truth. Discomfort is the signal that something different is happening. So you have to learn to read it differently. You need to learn to view it from a different lens, which is from a growth lens, not from the fixed mindset lens. Because the real risk is a life unlived. It's a life when you don't take any risk. It's a life where you don't know what you could have done. It's a life where you never tap into your potentials because you are scared of what might go wrong. And I know that everybody talk about the risk of trying and failing, but nobody talk about the devastation of never trying. Regret is a waste of emotion. Regret is a waste of emotion. Oh, if you've tried and you failed, at least you have the experience. And the thing about failure is, failure will teach you more than success would. Hello? Failure will teach you more than success would, because failure will make you go through that in a second time. And you just say, okay, what did I not do here? I'm not saying you should always fail in life, but failure is a part of life. It is the cost of entry. If you want to win in life, you need to be okay with failure, because something that you've not done before, you need to have the growth mindset to understand that, yeah, I'm going to suck at this, but it doesn't mean that I am a failure. It just means that I do not know this thing. So as much as we talk about the risk of failing, also talk about the devastation of never trying. Have you ever had something that you're like, I wish I had done it, but I could have. It's the worst comment you can ever make. So the person who plays it safe does not escape regret. They just delay it until it's too late to do nothing about it. That's the reason why you hear people start saying things like, oh, I wish. When I first started working out, I let me not say I did not like it, because when I was working out before, I was just working out with body weight. When I started strength training, OMG, I was asking myself, who sent me all these things? Who sent me all these things? But I lost 7 kg in a space of 2 months. That was because, you see, that who sent me all these things was forming. So right now, when it was time for me to lose the weight that I had gathered over, because I stopped going to the gym for a period of time, that character, that discipline I built helped me. Because now I wasn't shadow boxing. Because I already came out of my comfort zone. I knew what I needed to do to lose weight. I knew what I needed to do to make sure that I stay in shape. I knew what I needed to do. And the thing is, it is more of a mindset thing. Because my mindset has completely shifted. That working out in itself actually shifted my mindset more to find out that there is so much I'm capable of that I don't even know I'm capable of. I am not squatting 100 kg, like a low squat. Maybe I'll put the video up here too. A low squat of 100 kg. Like, I can literally hip thrust 180 kg. I'm not bragging, but imagine if I never pushed myself. I can now goblet squat 40 kg. Hello. Like, the Anita of 2020, okay, the Anita of 2024 would have, nah, that's not possible. But look at me. I decided that I am going to see my fear and say, my fear, I will face you. What will happen? See the way, like, things have shifted. It has shifted so much that people now look at me and be like, you are just so, were you born with it? Things have shifted, all because I decided that I wasn't going to embrace my comfort zone. I was going to look at the fear and say, okay, it is fear. Okay, what can I do? I mean, you've shown that this is what you can do. What can I do? What I can do is I can put in action. And one way to kill fear is action. If you're scared of anything, you're scared, just the smallest action is going to move the needle forward. Look for the corresponding action that is going to move the needle. That's what I did. Especially with fitness. I'm going to use fitness. Oh, it's in my business. When I wanted to start a business, when I wanted to create this studio, I was in my head. But I told myself, okay, what can happen? Let's buy paint. Let's buy vinyl flooring. Let's buy this. Let's buy this. Before you know, we created this studio. Comfort zone. You will not do anything in your comfort zone. Nobody hands down anything to you. You take what it is you know you need in life. You take that the violent take it by force. Nobody's going to pay you for being mysterious and reserved. When it's not becoming fear, then it's not cute anymore. It's not cute to live a life where you don't tap your potential. It's not cute to live a life where you don't know what you could have done if you had given yourself the room to dream, to fail. Yes, because sometimes we're always trying to win in something. What if you give yourself the room to fail? What if? So my question today is, what is one thing now that you know you should be doing, but you've been avoiding because it's uncomfortable? Put it in the comment section so that we can walk through this together. The 3 is going to be one of the most layered conversation in this series. We're going to be talking about faith and how this same belief system that can set you free might also be the one that is keeping you locked. See you on day 3.